Bring the
red, yeah, your little rolly thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are the roads, and I mean they're starting to get cracks on the edges, of
Bruce,
course, all the way around. And I know that a lot of this is because when they built the roads, of course, I gotta tell you.
Bruce, you walking?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the edges on both sides.
Yeah, we got some. Like I said, this is the best road.
You got the measurements of this, Bob? How wide is this?
I do not.
We're gonna have to drive it, Bruce.
It's like 12, but I mean, what is this, 12 feet?
Yeah, I don't even think it's 14. I'd say it's 12. I got a tape measure. We can measure it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly. I was just going to do the same thing.
9. I'm going to say it's 12 feet.
it's like one lane. Here's
We got more cracks? Yeah, I got a good shot.
around
Here's
the edges is where you have the problem.
Yeah, when we go up top, we got stuff going right through the middle of the road. Were you able to find out, you know?
I don't know, you saw the PowerPoint I sent you?
I
It
did.
had two big core samples. One was a new concrete one that you saw the cracks
Right.
in it, and the other's ours.
Right, nothing.
Nothing can get into it to break it up because it's watertight.
And this is a relatively new process that you
No,
guys
they've
have
had
been
it for what?
All homeowners associations like ours
Right.
are all miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of roads
Did you hear that?
Yep.
that would need to be done. Oh, you know, over the next few years.
Yeah.
Is your process less expensive?
Yes.
Let me ask
And it's green.
And it's green, yeah, it's
You know what?
totally environmentally safe.
What if
Go get a grant from the state or from the feds.
Well, here's my question to you guys. What if yeah, they're redoing roads up where I've got other investments. Oh my God, and the gas companies all owned by the town.
Right, Bruce?
Yep.
This is the town maintained.
Right, this is town maintained right here, coming
But
in.
he's suggesting
They
that if
plow it, they're responsible for maintaining it, but, you know, me and the president can easily go to the town and say, listen, this is what we're gonna be doing here, and I can tell you that, you know, depending upon the numbers, I'd do this tomorrow. You know what, the numbers come in right, I'd say, hey, I already got approval based on numbers.
Do you know what? The thing that's interesting, I think we could get some state grant money to do a green project to demonstrate and see if they want to help fund it.
You know,
What
that's
we're
just
talking
very
about doing with you is not making it profit on this, doing it at cost and using it as the demo. So if we went
to me, I'd be more
well,
than
that's why.
happy
Well,
to.
and if you're interested in doing this at the
absolutely.
construction with us, then it's even more reason to do it.
Yeah. I never
Use
thought
it
about
as the training.
I never thought about the state going. I know who's going.
Yeah. And you know who would help you is your farm now. He's got all these other jobs he's got to do.
Well, I'm thinking about him for a partner profit.
Well, but he also may be able to help.
Might be.
He's probably got a lot of politicians.
But,
He's got to go get.
He might. I might go to Cecil.
Yeah.
Grant stuff, build the road.
We had the guy to bring who already deals with all the ones in Texas, so they're going to know.
Because there's no one pushing
Can
that
I
button.
can I tell you one?
Yeah, sure.
There's a quarry out near the one that you guys have. Whoever owns that quarry's got some kind of deal with these guys because they want to use all that stone. We don't need it. We don't need it.
The green end of it.
Oh yeah. Especially with all the bad publicity they're
Oh
getting.
my God, you are not kidding.
Yeah. I mean, this would really be. That's why I think there's grant money. If you tell them you're trying it here as a demo for moving up there to
Gotcha.
use it for the drilling.
And they're about to redo my road that I live on up there.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 3 of these. We got to measure them.
This is one of the bad cul-de-sacs. You see this crack?
Yeah, look right. Well, this is between the question is,
Right.
it looks like it's on the township side.
Where that line exactly is, David, I don't.
Well, I'm going by the curving.
I would, yeah, that's what I would.
If they were looking at where it was dedicated, it would be further determined.
Right, right. So your product doesn't crack up.
And they can come back and figure out what we need, especially for the freezing and everything. Yeah, that'll be in the specs on what they
Okay.
propose.
Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
good morning. How are you?
Sorry, I didn't see you, and I was like, what are these guys taking pictures of the house for? I'm just doing your job when you're not around. Especially because you're in front of my house.
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty amazing. All right, we have cracks down the middle here.
Now,
And again, they'll grind all that up and fix it.
what they want to do now that
Just seal it?
proposing is, well, it's not going to do anything, and it's going to start to look like crap.
Well, look, here's one. They sealed this. I guarantee you that's going to keep.
Sealing don't work.
No.
What are they going to do? Come in here and strip out a section of it and repave it?
You know,
Bring a machine that's
Now
gonna
you've got
grind
two
it all
lines.
up.
No, I'm just saying if they wanted to do a repair.
Right. And the other thing that you'll like about it is when we do it, like I say, the day they're working on it, once
Right.
it's down and it's done, you can drive on it. So people aren't going to lose any access. That's the other good thing. Now, if you put a better asphalt top on it, which you may not need, you might, because of the way this is, it's not like a fancy finished road. You probably could just do it and it's done. Just put top coat on, top seal on it.
I just cannot justify spending money to repair, to prolong an inevitable road usage.
Well, and even if, the other good thing is if you do ours, even if it costs you a little more than you thought, the fact that you're not going to have to do it for 10 to 15 years. Yeah, it's the end. The edge. You might want to get it looking this way first.
We got more?
Huh?
Got more cracks?
Or, this is bad. Look how this is
This is starting to tip
in the
here.
middle. It's dipping. And it's all the way up here. More. We got to take the car and ride around and see how much the mileage or the actual distance is. I didn't know there were 3 of these. That's a lot more bigger job.
430. Okay, 430. So my daughter. Do you think they would have built this just on the ground?
I can't imagine it.
I don't know. You know what we could do when we go back to your house? If you have a little trowel, let's just dig a little bit out. And see if there's a base
I got a
on it.
shovel, sure.
Yeah, let's see if
Look at
there's
the, yeah, this one's in trouble over here.
Yeah. This is the president's house right here.
in the
So he
middle,
gets
too.
to see this every day.
Middle. terms of the finished product, in terms of its color and texture.
Right, well that's the thing with asphalt on top that makes it nice. The top seal.
That's a mud pit.
Right,
It's a pool.
right.
So trucks can't get in and out of it. They were.
I don't think it's anything more than that.
Okay.
So your product, when you're done, is something you can drive on right away, but it's
Right.
not a finished product.
Well, it is. A lot of people leave it at that.
So you could-
And they put a top seal, seal the top.
To give it a color.
Yeah, it's not going to be black, shiny like those
Right.
driveways. It's going to be more like a.
That was taken care of. So we're coming down the hill here.
Does all this runoff go into that retention pond?
That's what the purpose of it is.
Okay, but that's where they direct it.
Yep.
Here, I'm gonna let you guys go forward here.
Pump?
No.
Gravity?
Yep.
You know what, Bruce? Remember here. Yep. Look out, there's a car. Come over here.
It's funny, all these guys are all of the opinion that if I was to come in here and fill this with topsoil and plant grass seed,
It would go away.
this wouldn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on guys, let's go with the program.
Well, some of it is just erosion like that. but,
Right.
You know.
It'll help with some of the erosion. This is cracking. It's just,
Yeah, the cracking part. Around the side, you want the water to run where.
talking and da-da-da-da-da with, you know.
Yeah, this is a lot more than I was expecting.
Mary
so.
Jane sits there and doesn't know the difference between asphalt and concrete, you know, or...
This interests me because it's obviously water damage coming down to that drain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have to get under here. It all runs downhill. I mean, honestly, I don't know if he's got too much grade work to do. They look like they did a pretty good job trying to get the water off the road.
Right. What you might do to make sense is put a drain like that on this side and pipe it under so it doesn't run under.
Yep.
Because it looks like that's what's happening.
Yep.
That might be worth doing.
You know, and these aren't roads that see a lot of traffic.
No.
You see it?
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's the guy leaving for work in the morning, coming home in the
and
afternoon.
deliveries during the day.
A delivery during the day, a UPS truck, a FedEx. You know what, I think it's over time it's eroded and the water can't get into it.
Yeah. But look up under there.
You know, and the way that is right now, I tend to believe that this grade was always like that, and they just kind of brought the cap over on the sides to make it look nice, and that's what's happening over the years. But I think this I should get filled in anyway. I haven't walked over here to look at this, but you know what? I'm going to call my guy, and we're going to have to get this
Dump
over.
some stuff there, right?
Yeah, I'll have him come in here and put us some topsoil and grass seed in the fall. When it's not so hot, so
Right.
stuff.
And really back to back up so it backs in.
Right. I'll take it the grade from right up
There
here.
and down, yeah.
Bring it right in. See if I can't do some of the same over here. Try and capture some of this and some of that at the same time. Right. Interesting writing with Iris.
Yep.
I think 7 would make more sense.
Hey, Bob, you don't happen to have a map of this?
You know what? There is a blueprint. Architectural blueprints of the community.
Yeah.
Well,
But again, it's going to cost them a lot more when they have to do it anyway. They got to figure that into it first.
Well, they've already got estimates on redoing paving,
Right.
and it's, you know, and they're scheduled to. I don't agree, but the way that the community is looking at it is that in 2014,
Right.
the life of these roads is done and
Right.
it needs to be done.
Right.
So they're expecting in 2014, 2015